that intro music. Need that intro music that Corey tells me I got to have when we're live. How is everybody?
Welcome to Overpower Adventures podcast.
Thanks for tuning in tonight, fellas. Who's in the chat?
People.
6 people in the chat already? Let's see. It is currently 39 degrees in Columbus, Ohio. Hey, AJ.
AJ's one of them. There we go.
It's 39 degrees. We had a high of 48 today. So you guys will have some good traveling weather if you're coming for Champs. Let's sit back a little. I should have put that camera back just a bit. It's all right. It looks okay, don't it?
Yeah.
All right. How's it look there? Yeah. A little too much on the sides. We'll struggle through. Oh, did I just see Scott Flint? Doug, how are you, ma'am? Daniel, good to see you. Reverend Larry has made it. And the captain, good evening. Oh, the ghosty voice.
Hey, Scotty.
Uh,
Daniel, welcome.
I hear Scott kind of backdoored into the Champ of Champs. He did good at one tournament and then stopped playing.
No, stop playing. Yeah. Him and Keffer.
Yeah. Oh, Keffer. Well, yeah. Keffer did good. 9-0.
9-1.
9-1.
Scotty was 7-0 at one point.
Yeah, Scotty. And lost to the GOAT in the first round of single LM.
Yeah, that probably
Hi, Howard.
priced things a little, didn't it?
About time. It's 7:01, Scott, in case you're wondering.
That's his online nemesis, Scotty and Marcel.
Yeah. Marcel probably will not be on the stream tonight as he is in Cuba.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Maybe he's on from there.
He could. Yeah, no doubt. But I bet he's relaxing on the beach right now. It looked bright, sunny, and warm.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah. He said he was going to play a B-tier deck when he comes to the Champ of Champs, so I guess that means he's going to have Deathlock on there.
Yeah, I told him that was pretty standard for him anymore.
Yeah.
Just kidding,
Hey, Eric, how are you?
He said he owns Ohio. So.
Yeah. Eric, are you coming to the championship? We got Eric on the for sure list?
We do. I'm pretty sure he's coming.
All right, Eric's coming. Hey, Josh. Just popping in on my phone for a second. My internet is out, so I have to catch the recording later. Sorry, Josh.
Yeah,
There's Michael.
That is a bummer.
Hey, Michael. Michael with his FOMO about coming to the Champ of Champs. Has Michael bought tickets yet? Got here?
Yeah, I don't know. Michael, did you get a bunch of snow in California where you're at, or
What?
did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah. Bunch of evacuations, and sounds like things were collapsing.
Michael, you might need to come to Ohio to get some warm weather.
Yeah.
It's 40 degrees, 39 right now.
Who would have thunk it?
Let's see, Scott, 13-1 in the OP Cup Swiss past 2 years. Yeah, and choking single. Hey, there is Marcel from Cuba. Hey, Marcel, we didn't expect you to make it on. Glad you did.
I didn't think they let goats in Cuba. But
It's harder to get out.
yeah.
Robert Larry says Seattle dates of September 2021 are confirmed. 99%. Larry, we cannot use the words confirmed and 99% in the same sentence. Final details should be soon. Lots of rain, nonstop. Maui next Monday. All right.
There you go. Get out of there.
Yeah. Way to go. Eric says, yes, I'm getting in about 10 a.m. Okay.
So on Friday, I hope?
On Friday. So, Eric, that'll be fine. We'll have the room. I have to do a lot of setup and prep that morning, but yeah, that's fine. Won't be a problem. Let's see, Larry, yeah, 99%. Are we going to be in a restaurant, Larry? Can you tell us that part?
Give us the lowdown, Larry.
Yeah. Man, my phone, I don't know. I should have set that camera up a little.
Do you want to move it real quick?
Left, it's cutting my left side. Huh?
Yeah, move it.
I
We got a
just a
second.
bit.
We'll be right back.
You keep talking.
Tune into this channel.
How's that?
There you go.
All right. Somebody move my tripod. Okay, let's see. I don't know, it's probably me. Oh, no, I went the wrong way.
Did you go the wrong way?
What the heck, Phil?
It looked better for me, but I got the picture better. There you go. But now you got the white side of the wall.
little too far.
There you go.
There we go.
I can just scoot down a touch.
You're all right. You're all right. Ah. All right.
The OCD is kicking in.
Yeah, it's driving me nuts. You know, Scott's going to complain no matter what I do.
Yeah, it's true.
Why is Scott? Did Scott get fired from his Monday night job?
I don't know. Or just switched nights.
I-
Maybe since Monday Night Football's over. Maybe that was the deal.
Oh, I think he got fired.
Yeah, I'd fire him.
I'd fire him. I wouldn't have hired him in the first place. What the heck were they thinking? Let's see. Larry says Valhalla for Seattle, Coffee Clouds, and Overpower. Details coming next week. That's soon. All right. I like it. Marcel didn't win too much in the casinos, or they won't let. Oh, don't win too much, or they won't let you leave. Had some friends have to have the embassy get them home. Wow. I don't know. Does Marcel gamble like that? Maybe he won't even go to the casinos.
Yeah, I don't think he's a
I
big
took
gambler.
the night off to be with you guys. Oh, that's so nice of you, Scott. Was it a voluntary night off? Or did they tell you not to come in?
Well, you should have came up and joined us then.
Oh, Scott, you're always welcome to be on the podcast. Anytime. I'd like to get Vlad on the podcast with us. We've had AJ a couple of times, quite a few times. Hopefully, Vlad will do it for us with us one night.
Get the Bertrand family on.
Bertrands, yep, that'd be awesome too. Maybe we could do something next Friday, or not next Friday.
Live from the X Mansion.
Yeah. Well, we'll be streaming from the X Mansion, maybe.
That's true.
I gotta get a passport. Has anybody got a passport that they can sell me? No stress, saving all my luck for Ohio. Yeah, from what I hear, you're gonna need it. It is going to be the best tournament. We're going to end 2023 with a bang
Yeah.
in 2024.
Yeah, it's
But we got all top 10 ranked players are going to be here. And is it 14 of the top 16?
yeah.
14? 13 or 14? Greg
And-
Costa we haven't heard from.
And we have all the top 12 players.
The top 12 are going to be here.
Yeah.
All right, I think there's just 2 of the top 16 ranked players will not be here.
Because AJ's number 11 and
Hey.
he's in, and Dave McMillan is 12.
Dave McMillan.
So he's the
All
first
right.
one to qualify.
And Overpower, the card game, has joined the chat. Hey, guys, good to see ya. Scotty says he's sick. I would love to be on the KISS. It would actually be good. Well,
Well,
it'd be a
you'd
little
be on it.
subpar for our standards, but, we'll struggle through one night with you. So, yeah, Ohio's going to be big. We got all the highest ranked players. That just blows me away that you guys want to come out here so bad. Number 33, Doug Sims will be there. Well, I'll be there on Friday night.
He'll be
Okay.
commentating Saturday.
Now, I might be commentating on Saturday.
No, believe it or not, he's got a sweet deck.
Phil built me a deck that I just played a really tough game against him with. I liked it. So we got to just tweak it a little bit. Hey, Doug, we have a
believe who's in it.
giveaway. Oh, yeah. All right, Overpower, what you got? Trivia question. Go ahead. You want to text it to me or you want to just post it yourself? Either way. Doug Taylor says they got a game store with a restaurant inside for Seattle.
Good job. Congrats, Doug.
we like to eat, Doug, so that'll be great. Hopefully they got warm pretzels. I
Yeah.
like pretzels.
You read
Hey,
my mind.
Brett, how you doing? Haven't seen Brett in a while. Waiting to spend my money on some Any Power teamwork cards. That's what's up. Brett, I was just wondering about that today. I wonder
Yeah,
if
did you get 'em
maybe we
already?
can get an update out of them.
Come on,
The
Larry.
6 and 7 Any Power teamworks. Larry will put them up for sale when he gets them, I'm sure, right away. So he must not have them
Yeah,
yet.
he didn't have them. They said there was a printing issue where they got messed up in shipping. They lost them or something.
Yeah, but they've also, Joe said they already been reshipped, I thought.
Oh, okay.
So they should have them anytime. Joe said, I think Joe, I don't want to put words in his mouth. I got a feeling we'll have them the weekend of Championships.
Championships?
I think he's going to bring them with him.
That'll
But
work.
the captain says, what are the prizes? I don't want to get greedy and try to win again if they're the same prizes as before. I missed last week due to a business trip. Tonight needs to be twice as awesome. Well, it will be because you're here, Brett. Thank you. Seattle Doug has got to be cooler than Columbus Doug. And Larry says they have been ordered. Yeah. Larry, are you going to bring any BMG promos with you to sell? That would be great. I made an offer for True Tab to come and sell his cards at the tournament,
that.
but he said he's hoping to have
Yeah,
have
they're
them
all
sold
gone.
by then, so he must have some great prices. Did he put prices up today?
I just saw some IQ stuff for the most part.
He had a lot of really nice cards.
Yeah.
I'm sure these guys will really eat them up if his prices are right. Still waiting for that trivia question. Wonder who we got. It's probably going to be Ron. Larry, I'm sorry. Do you have any BMG promos in stock that you can bring? I'm sure these guys would love to buy some of them. Some of them don't have them all. Yes, on the promos. Great. Yeah, bring them with you. We'll put them out. We'll give you a showcase. At 39 degrees, Columbus Doug is currently cooler than Seattle Doug. Thanks, Doug. Thanks, Seattle Doug. I appreciate you. I don't know who this Scott Flint character is. You know, he was the first guy to ever get banned from our channel. So,
He keeps sneaking in.
yeah, he keeps coming back.
Stray cat.
Glutton for punishment.
Sound like Scotty got beat up pretty good by Chris, so they've been flip-flopping back and forth on victories here recently.
So Chris got revenge this week?
Yeah, he said he was 4-2.
4-2.
Scotty gets angry when he loses.
Well, he spends most of his life mad then, I'm sure.
When he comes to Columbus, he does.
Yeah. I'd like to know what my all-time record is against Scott. It's got to be like 16-1.
Yeah.
Scott probably keeps track. He probably knows how bad I beat him.
I don't think I've ever lost him in a tournament, but some home games.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I did in the early times that we started playing, but it's been a while. Although he did beat my Henry Pym deck in a fun game after the end of the OP Cup. But who didn't that day? Chris lies, Scott says. Oh, I'd believe Chris over you, Scott. Sorry, man. We got a lot of people in the chat. What are you seeing in the chat now?
Yes, I saw was 17.
17. That's great. Maybe a few of them will start piping up when Ron gives us the Overpower trivia question.
Or when you tell him that Phil Keffer's coming now.
Oh, Phil Keffer has committed to the Champ of Champs.
He got FOMO.
Yeah, he got the FOMO. Here we go. Got the trivia question. In the original set of Marvel Overpower, who was on the strength power card?
Who do you think?
Well, wasn't the Hulk on the 3
Well,
strength?
It was none other than Iron Man.
Oh, don't give that out.
Was it? I'm just kidding.
War Machine
War Machine.
says, Marcel,
Yeah, it was.
Phil, when have we played in a tournament? Scott don't remember ever playing you.
I'll tell him.
Win a sweater and a single game mat. Marcel and Ricky, how you doing, Ricky? Ricky pipes up. He says it is War Machine also. Need one more War Machine.
Almost as good as Iron Man. Stole Iron Man's suit, didn't he?
Well, yeah, technically, I guess. The sweaters. AJ says War Machine. Long shot.
That's the 3 fighting.
Oh, come on, Doug.
With a nice eye that's blinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are very nice hoodies. And the game mats, I love the game mats.
Oh, he's got a pretty good record against the GOAT, huh?
Scott, 0-1 against Phil, 0-2 against Doug. And is that 3-0?
3-1 against Marcel.
3-1 against Marcel.
Marcel beat him when it mattered.
Yeah.
I beat Scotty in the semifinals of the OP Cup the year before when you beat Marcel when we met in the final.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good weekend, right?
Yeah, you JW'd Marcel to death. He tried to negate your morph activator before you could play it. That was a GOAT-like move, though.
Marcel always makes things interesting. I'm sure he doesn't remember how badly I beat him in the last 2 or 3 times we played. He
2
don't
or
want to
3?
admit it.
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Well, I beat him one time. Him and Phil Keffer showed up playing my deck in Cincinnati.
Oh, that's been a while.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. And then when else have I played him? I guess that was just that year.
The semifinal last year.
So 2-0.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Marcel needs a pair of OP flip-flops. Yeah, that's funny.
Is that what he wins?
Yeah. Marcel, hey Scott, how about you win a tournament and then talk? Got to win when it counts.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's the way it goes. Captain says, Doug Taylor, Red 4, your photon torpedoes missed the thermal exhaust port. Turn on your targeting computer. Captain, always making it. Hey, Captain, I haven't seen you make a video yet with your 10-gallon hat. Was that the captain? Wasn't that the captain?
I think Captain is Josh down in
No.
Florida.
No.
No? Old Geeks New Tricks is.
Oh, that's right. Old Geek's New Tricks. He's the one.
Where's he been?
Yeah, missing the old geek. He's the one who's supposed to make a video with the 10-gallon hat.
Yeah, we replaced him with Scotty. The original Old Geek.
Yeah. Careful who you're calling old. I'm a lot older than Scott. All right, guys. So the theme tonight was: is it Overpower or is it Marvel Overpower? Do you collect just the Marvel? Do you like the DC? Do you only collect the playable ones? Image? Do you care about the Image set at all? There was a really nice collection of Image singles on eBay, and they didn't last very long.
No.
A lot of guys on the Facebook page were looking at it, talking about it, and somebody snatched them up.
I hear a guy from Columbus might have won it.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I haven't talked to him, but it was full of Image. I don't think it had any DC in it. It did have some nice Marvel ones.
Yeah, it had some nice X-Men Image.
Professor X, Starjammer's Professor X card had two of those.
Yeah, nice classic cards.
Ricky says Almagram Overpower. That would be interesting. That's when they mix the Marvel and the DC characters together. I was thinking the question was 3 fighting them. In my defense, I'm driving. Doug, what the heck?
That's a little dangerous.
Yeah. Don't text and drive. You can listen and drive.
Yeah, he's probably
At a stop sign.
Yeah.
It's at a stop sign. That's it. Ricky says, Doug, that's dangerous. He only replies when he's at a stop sign, Ricky.
That's his middle name, though.
Stop sign?
Dangerous.
Oh, dangerous. Marcel, but you all love my talk so much. That's debatable. Captain likes the idea of the Amagram. I would kind of be interested in that.
So what they do? Mix like Superman with Thor or whatever?
Yeah, it's like Batman and Captain America became one character. I can't remember. Doctor Strange merged with Dr. Fate.
Okay.
So it was Strange Fate.
Flash and Quicksilver? Or are they both too fast? So they probably wouldn't like each other, huh?
I don't remember who Flash.
They get mad, they wouldn't know who's faster.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Batman and Wolverine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Batterine?
I think, man, somebody help me out in the chat. Who all were they? Did it twice.
Really?
Yeah.
I
And
remember them.
Spider-Boy and Superboy merged once.
I remember the covers of them fighting, but I didn't
Oh,
know
no,
I
that
didn't
was
know
the
they
Marvel
mixed.
versus DC.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Batman and Wolverine, right, Captain? And Dark Claw. Yep, that's it. I think that was it. Dark Claw was
Oh, really?
Batman and Wolverine.
Huh.
Brett says, does have an Overpower set in the Marvel Comics universe. Onslaught gives some to Franklin Richards. Interesting. Yeah, there was a bunch of them. I don't remember. Captain America? I don't know. Oh, anyways, it would be
Superman,
good.
maybe?
I don't remember Superman even merged with. Did Green Lantern? I see Green Lantern fought Silver Surfer once. But they were fun. They did it twice, about a year apart. So that would be pretty cool to see in Overpower.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't really care.
Since most of those characters aren't playable anyway.
Yeah.
Batman or Wolverine or Superman or Spider-Man. What were they thinking? Make your most promotable characters unplayable.
Yeah, they were confused what Overpower was all about.
Yeah.
I don't think they had a clue.
I just
to be
thought it was
honest with
collectible.
you. Yeah. I didn't care too much for the DC cards until the JLA set came out.
Yeah, there wasn't anything great until that came out.
Right, and
And it still wasn't great, but much better.
I think I might have only bought 1 or 2 boxes of the original DC and got everything that I didn't really want.
Yeah, which is a disappointment because there's a lot of just DC fans.
Yep, and none of their heroes were playable.
Not the 2 premier ones.
Not
Batman,
competitively.
Superman. Yeah.
Jubilee and Robin, Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate. Yep, Doctor Strange Fate. Let's see, Jubilee and Robin.
Really?
I don't remember that one.
That'd be weird.
Doctor Doomsday was Doomsday and Doctor Strange.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Scott, I do read the comics once in a while. Unlike you, who just looks at the pictures, I find the words to mean something. Let's see, Brad, he actually gave Dark Claw a special card. Yeah, I don't know. We're talking. When did those come out? In the 90s? I think it was probably the 90s. Superman, Captain America. Yes,
Okay.
Super Soldier. That's right. So, Captain just had to go look them all up. Oh, he looked up that one, the Superman, Captain America. So, as far as the cards go, I did collect the JLA. I liked that set. It had a lot of good characters in it.
Yeah, and they made some of the originals playable at that point. The Superman sort of became playable.
And
He got the 11 any power. Yep. Paired nice with that 7 that he already had.
yeah, and Green Lantern,
Yeah, he was good.
he had a 9
And the 8 any.
and an 8 any.
Yeah,
So
this is a gun.
yeah, what was he, like 17 or 18 points? I can't
18.
remember. 18.
Yeah.
Scott. Scott says I only read the pulps from my childhood. Scott, banned again. Marcel, tough to collect promos, Wolverine 6, and offsets like Mega Powers. Wish they had more of them. Yeah, it seemed like the only promo that was easy to get was that stupid Spawn card that they gave out at all the Wizard World conventions.
Yeah, because then they printed it again to get the size right of the card.
Yeah, not hard to get at all, you're right. But the Mega Powers weren't all that easy. They were just kind of expensive, if I remember right, weren't they?
I don't even know if they were real expensive.
I don't remember. I just remember I bought like 2 of them.
They were
2
all
sets.
X-Men.
Yeah.
But you had to have it because the Team Overpower location was in there.
Ah, right.
And
But the Shadowcat 6 to defend was in there.
yeah, so was the
Two.
Gambit 8.
And the Gambit 8. And Colossus got a really cool card, but still didn't see play.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Storm,
That card's really playable.
yeah. I don't remember what she got. I just remember there's a card in there.
Yeah, Gathering Winds.
What does what?
She can go through her power pack and you draw the first 3 cards that are energy icon. Keep dupes.
Oh.
So if you know you played an 8 and an 8 and a 4 or whatever, you dupe on an 8 and play an 8, you can go back and grab them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
okay.
really playable. There's a really cool event where Marcel and Garion are playing in the finals. And that's how Garion ends up winning the final.
Nice.
Was by playing Gathering Winds.
Nice. Ricky says Galactus easy to get. He wasn't. I think he became easy to get because nobody wanted it. So, people were willing to trade it a lot. Captain Universe +1. That one was easy to get. Was that inside
That
one of
came
the
out of one
magazines?
of the magazines.
Yeah. If I keep this up, there might be another open spot. Yeah, you got that right, Scott. Marrow has an avoid of, was it 1 to 4?
1 to 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I don't know why they'd give her that. Why 1 through 4?
Yeah, when she's a max 6 anyway.
Yeah.
Or should have been 1 through 6 draw
Right.
card. But it's good. I mean, not great.
And it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But I
get-
don't understand why they would do that. Only
well, she has a couple cards that allows her to draw. She had the 3 that if you defend it, she draws a card.
yeah, but why only up to a 4?
Yeah.
Defend up to a 4. She's
Yeah,
the only
should've-
character in the game with it.
Yeah, it should have been something. Well, I gave it to Green Goblin in the MOE, but
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This was only up to 4?
yeah.
Okay. Captain says, I was surprised how cheap Larry sells Galactus for. Yeah, it's like,
It's got the really nice Wolverine 5 that you can go get your aspect.
yeah, but nobody plays Wolverine.
Well, the site. It's nice. Yeah, Outback saw a lot of play.
Yeah. A lot of the promos are not very expensive.
But there was a couple.
But that's what promos are supposed to be. They're supposed to be easy to get you into the game.
Yeah.
And they did, except for the Hollow Heroes for DC, which is the only thing any DC anyone really wants, and they're impossible to get.
Yeah, the Hollow Heroes.
The Hollow Heroes, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they made them so hard to get.
But yeah, I agree. The JLA set is what made DC playable. You got
Yeah.
the Ray, the Flash,
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
Image, I had a lot of fun opening Image, but it vanished so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever got a second shipment of Image.
No.
It was a one and done,
Yeah. They tried
and
to
I
get
couldn't
more and
get it
couldn't.
anymore. But
Yeah,
it's
it
got a
was-
lot of hard to get stuff, not a lot of playable characters, but still a fun set.
And then they shipped all the starters overseas. So
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. Makes it tough.
mhm.
Now, with BMG coming on board, I'll be curious to see what their property is that they're going to launch with. They got something coming soon.
Yeah, I'm excited.
There's, when they announced playtesting starting soon,
Yeah.
we got some big tournaments from now, North America Overpower League coming this year, and they're going to expand it a little to allow, possibly. Did you guys have a meeting about expanding tournaments?
Not yet.
So we can get some more rated tournaments than just the 5. I did like that they're not going to reset ratings every year. I think that's
Yeah, it
good.
helps.
Yeah. That also allows you to run more events. Probably have a minimum of 8 or 12 players, I would think, before you award rating points. But it helps. Anything that brings players in.
Right. And once they get product launched, I think you'll be able to find players much easier.
Yeah, well, I sure hope.
I'm
It's
sure
like,
there is. I mean, all these people we're finding here now in the podcast, and they had never played. We'd never talked to them before.
right.
So
And the people in the Discord's got more subscribers than we got on the podcast.
Right.
So they're doing really great building up that Discord.
yeah, and I see a lot of chats in the Overpower forum that I don't see on Overpower Adventure. So I mean, there's players out there for sure
Yeah.
that are itching to get new product. So was it always Marvel for you?
Always. Yep. I didn't even like to read DC comics as a kid unless I'd already read all the Marvels. Then I'd
Which
buy
you probably did.
Yeah, I pretty much did. Brett says, I only collected Marvel when I was younger with a few DC JLA packs here and there. Now I have everything since I'm a nostalgia-fueled millennial with disposable income. Yeah, Brett, I ended up getting most of the stuff except Image. I just opened a box or two and never went back to Image. Traded a lot of it off because they weren't playable, or they weren't, even the playable ones I would never play.
Your favorite to read back in the day was what? Thor?
As a kid?
Mhm.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Thor, Spider-Man were my 2 favorites.
Yeah, your brother was the Hulk.
Yep. And it's a shame that Thor really isn't bigger in the game. I mean, it should be an 8 strength. I just don't get it.
Yeah, or 8 energy.
Yeah, or an 8 energy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if BMG gets a Marvel license, they'll fix Thor
So,
and
ma-
Deathlock.
so many comics where he went toe to toe with Hulk.
Yeah. I would love to see a Henry Pym that's playable. Maybe give him a yellow jacket.
I think we can get him played.
See, there's definitely way more collectors of OP than players. Stuff flies on eBay, says Marcel. Yeah, it's amazing how many people collect it. I mean, the art was pretty much fantastic on most of the cards, except for the clip art style that the X-Men, where they just looked like they clipped it out of a comic book and scanned it. Ricky says, I think they would have reprinted the DC Hollows if they released a 3rd DC set. I doubt it. Maybe you mean in like a non-hollow version? That's a good question.
Yeah, that power set was very tough to complete, Marcel. So I know I helped you do that in Buffalo a few years ago. So.
Power Surge was my toughest set to collect.
Yeah, it was tough because if you didn't get those, big booster packs, you were only getting 9 cards,
Yeah.
and a lot of them were power cards. And it was like,
And those jumbo packs were hard to get them. Walmart
Yeah.
had them,
right?
but it seemed like they'd get a box or 2 in and then they'd disappear.
Yeah, it was much tougher than the original Overpower.
Yeah, I liked them. The captain says, I was always way more into Marvel Comics characters than DC, but when DC Overpower first came out, my brother had a lot more Marvel Overpower cards than me, and I became the DC specialist between us. Nice. Also, I was way more enthusiastic about Penguin and Steel than I think he was about any DC. And Marcel says, he appreciates you.
Yeah, anytime.
Reverend says, DC and Image contest. First one who guesses the 2023 top seller gets a $10 gift certificate. 2 winners. Between what?
Top selling character.
Top selling character for DC and the top selling character for Image. Okay. Don't say anything.
No, I won't.
All right. I know you don't know the answer to that one.
No, I don't. Well, maybe Image, but
I mean, you got an idea. Speaking of Steel, he's supposed to be a genius engineer who made his own exosuit for intellect. Same as Julie. Yeah, what's up with that? Scotty says Spawn and Batman. Doug Taylor says Flash. Brett Cox says Spawn and the Ray. Spawn and the Ray? You know, I would think Spawn would probably be it. Captain says, to this day, I have very few Marvel Overpower cards because I can get them from my brother. I have tons of DC, which he has almost none of. Just in the last few years, I started getting Image. He has no Image. Marcel says Spawn Superman. AJ says Spawn and Flash.
who would you guess?
Wow. Man, why would anyone buy a DC character? I'm going to say DC's got to be Batman, don't it?
You would think I don't know though, he's the hardest to get.
But he's the only one anybody would want. Maybe Superman, but I would think most people would want Batman. So I'm going to say Batman.
I guess it depends on.
And Spawn. Oh, Larry says Spawn is correct.
Yeah, I figured it was Spawn for Image.
All right.
'Cause he's the most playable. But you got to think maybe it's not just playable characters.
Oh, Scott said Spawn and Batman. He copied me, even though he said it first. All right, Spawn is the best-selling Image character. Nightwing? Ricky, why would anyone want Nightwing?
I don't know. Who was hard to get out of JLA? Anybody? Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman, yeah, she was really hard to get. Who else? There was?
Darkseid?
Yeah, he was kind of hard to get. Innate energy character.
Yeah, Keffer said Wonder Woman. I could see
Caps
that.
is worthless.
Poor Nightwing.
Yeah, poor Nightwing.
Yeah, he might be the worst character here. As far as playability is concerned in the whole game.
The worst?
He might be, yeah.
Is he max 6?
He's a 6. Yeah. And he doesn't have anything but a 4 strength to attack with.
Wow.
All his other cards are just terrible.
Howard says DC. He's guessing Penguin. Scotty, you already guessed Batman. You can't guess Joker now. The Wonder Woman was hard to get, and she's playable. If you wanted to build a nice deck with her in it, you could get competitive.
Yeah, how tough was the Ray to get? Was he hard? All those 8s might have been hard.
I think he was the tough. Who was the 8 intellect that was hard? Oh, Lex Luthor.
No, he was out of the original
He was
set.
the original. Who was the 8 intellect?
I don't know that they got an 8
They didn't have one?
Yeah, I don't remember one.
Phil Keffer is correct.
It was
It's Wonder Woman.
That's who I thought, yeah.
Yep. Huh.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman outsells the Batman.
Well, Batman was the original set. So I think there was a lot more of that around.
Than the JLA?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think you couldn't get the Batman out of the starters, so he was very hard to get.
Yeah. And Neron. Neron was JLA,
Oh,
right?
Neron.
Yeah. And I loved playing Neron.
Yeah, you did like him.
I don't know why, but I did like to play him.
Yeah, if that HY would have been an offsuit, he would have been much more playable. He needed a good one per deck.
Well, he had
Move all the attacks off of him.
cannon fodder.
And he had to go get a special out of your deck. Couldn't be a 1 per deck, but could be a dupe. Not playable by Neron.
Yeah.
So if you're playing a negator, you could go get dual negates. It was kind of cool.
Yeah. It's 6, discard 2.
And his 2/8 actually wasn't one that went right to the permanent record, so it was decent.
Yeah, he's all right. Played some nice teamworks.
Yeah.
8 intellect, 6 strength, wasn't he?
Right.
So he's got 4 teamworks.
Yeah, just 21 points.
Yeah.
But intellect was, you could get a lot of cheap intellect characters.
Yes. Well, Mr. Fantastic makes him legal.
Yeah.
And then, though, well.
Dark Beast.
Dark Beast, yeah.
Donald Pierce.
Red Skull.
Red Skull is nice.
No negate, but he's 19 points.
Then you had both the 6-pitch twos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcel says, I'm still missing 5 Hollow Heroes? What? You waited too long. Larry says, Batman cards are hard to get and sell out fast, but Wonder Woman by far is the top DC seller. And Brett says, those Hollows are brutal. Yes, they are. Marcel, did you see what that Catwoman went for on eBay recently? I forgot to check.
I thought it was 220 or 240 or something.
Okay, well, that's down a little,
Yeah.
but still.
Still expensive for a non-playable character. Yeah, it's just hard to get.
A lot of bidders on it, it seems. Yeah, it's impossible to get. They just, I don't understand it. I don't know why it was so hard to get.
Yeah, I don't know.
I only pulled 2 Hollows out of packs. I got her and Batman
One of the
Avenger.
Batmans, right? And one of the Batman.
Yeah, the Batman Avenger. That was it. Marcel, I can't believe you never had them. You only had 1? Oh, there's 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably had more at one time.
Yeah, maybe trade them off. Marcel, your mentor friend,
Yeah, he
has
has
ordered all the Hollows.
He does. He had 3 or 4 sets of them. It must have been nice to play early in the day.
Yeah, or maybe they just like the Hollow version of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get into the game until after Monumental was already out. And Classic was the next thing that was coming out. I guess Image and Classic. Yeah.
But we were buying the cheap boxes at Electronics Boutique of the
Right.
Justice League, and every once in a while they get JLA.
Right.
Monumental started
Yeah.
showing up there at the end.
Yeah. That was the first thing I opened was a starter deck with the Starjammers. I thought, ooh, yeah, they look good.
Yep. I thought about playing the Starjammers. Here we are back on the Champ of Champs. We keep going back to that. Hopefully Vlad and Sam come down to see us before Champ of Champs so we can practice a little.
Yeah.
Maybe AJ will show up. Ricky says, I need the 2 Batman Hollows if anyone is selling. I'm not. Rick, sorry. But I'm sure if you look long enough, you'll find them, right? 16-year-old little Phil. What?
I was 18.
Oh.
Probably looked 16.
Or 15.
Yeah.
We were young back in the day. No, we looked younger. So Phil Keffer's coming. Thursday. Sweet. So we're only going to have 5 spots to fill for the Champ of Champs. And how many players we got vying for it? 16?
Yeah.
So you got a 33% chance, roughly, to make it. If we don't get a few more players.
It could be 17, yeah.
Well, easily 17.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, Justin. Justin, are you in the chat today? You haven't said anything. We didn't see you last week. You still got that FOMO? You still trying to come out? We'd love to have you. We'll put you up somewhere. Did you get an Airbnb yet?
No, because I just confirmed with Phil that he's coming today.
He's waiting on him?
Yeah, I was waiting to see how many people were coming.
Oh, okay. You probably need 2 of them.
Yeah, we do. But I know the Oklahoma guys are probably going to need one as well. 'Cause there's Josh, Carl, and Ricky there. We're going to need at least, I don't know, 14
What?
for both places.
I got 5 people staying at my place.
I know.
I wonder why Josh asked me if I had room for 3 more. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So I know there's 7 Canadians, myself, Phil Keffer, possibly John Keffer. Eric counts.
And Larry.
Yeah, and possibly Larry. I don't know what. I think the New England guys are going to get a hotel, at least on Friday night. I'm not sure what they're doing Saturday. I think Sean got a hotel for Friday at least.
Okay. They should be able to get a decent price when we got like 5 of them attached to the convention center here. Yeah. So they should, if they go to the Red Roof. Guys, Red Roof, I'm telling you right now, they're not the biggest one, but you can sleep 4 there comfortably at the Red Roof. It wouldn't be too expensive. But, DC Hollows were in some DC collectible card boxes. They were in the Batman Hollow set, and one every 72 packs, Ricky. So they were one every 3 boxes if it was a hobby box, one every 2 boxes for retail. Where is everyone staying? Yeah, I don't know where we're going to put everybody. We're still working on that. Batman, Detective, and Two-Face Hollows are on the website. There you go, Ricky. Larry says he's got one of your Batmans. How come none of Scott's messages are coming up for me? Did he get banned again? All I can see is Scott said something.
Yeah.
He's banned. Marcel
Dot,
says,
dot,
save your
dot.
money, Phil Keffer, just stay home. You can't compete with people who are playing with real decks. Holy cow. The GOAT has spoken.
He said, you better not bring a B tier deck, all he said.
Yeah, wow. All right. Marcel's throwing down the gauntlet. I would like to see what the Vegas odds are for Marcel to win this tournament.
Yeah, when the odds come out, Marcel.
Yeah. Marcel, you got the connection to Vegas, right?
The odd sharks.
Maybe after he gets back from Cuba, he can check in with them guys and see what the odds are. Right now, we have 11 players. We're going to fill it with 5 more, so it's 16. I wouldn't count out any of the 16.
Yeah, 5 out of 16 or 17, possibly 18. So you're about a 1 in 3 shot to get in.
Okay, yeah, going to be right around 33%. Scott, you're being banned,
Worse
not
than
just
a-
censored.
Worse than a coin toss.
Yeah, these coin toss 50-50, right?
Yeah.
Marcel, they always drop one week before. Okay. So 16 and 11, 27 players. That's the same we had for the Cup, right?
We had 27.
27. That's what we got now.
Yeah.
11 and 16.
Yeah.
So if we can get
We had John
a couple of
or
these guys
Justin.
off the FOMO. Justin, John, Michael.
Lewis.
You guys could get us to 30. And I'm trying to get Darren to come. But Josiah said probably not. That would be nice to hit 30, 31. Wow.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole lot of fun, though.
Yeah, 30 is the record
Yeah.
that I know of.
They probably won't count us because it's not sanctioned by now.
Still would be fun.
Yeah.
A
Be nice.
non-sanctioned event's the biggest one ever.
When the GOAT speaks, don't we all just hear, meh? Wow, Ricky. Disrespecting the GOAT like that. Wow. Do you got... Oh, yeah, Ricky's on there. Okay.
You better bring a good deck, Ricky. You better have more than a voids in it.
He's bringing that
Now he's going to do it with Shadow Cat, he said.
Shadow Cat.
Yeah, the original Shadow Cat.
She can have duplicate of voids
Yeah, Ghostly Phase.
and pair her with Beyonder.
Yeah. So he done one with Iron Man, Jubilee, and now Shadow Cat.
Yeah. Phew.
She's the tougher one, I told him. So I'd give him big props if he can do that. Because she's 18 points and I'm max 6.
Oh,
So she's the toughest of all of them. I mean, Iron Man's an extra point, but he's a 7 at least.
wow. Marcel says you only hear losses when I speak, Ricky. You know what? That's just wrong. I'm trying to figure out where the DC Hollows originally came from.
Oh, they
The
came
set
out
of
of the
Batman. No,
Batman Adventures.
it was Batman Hollow series. It was a whole box of holograms, Batman cards. Every card in the set was a hollow.
And you only got a hollow of 1 in every 3 boxes for the regular boxes.
The Overpower, 1 every 72 packs. So it was 1 every 3 boxes if it was hobby, 1 every 2 boxes for retail. The retails were incredibly hard to get. I think they actually made them as an afterthought. The Batman sold pretty well for stores, comic stores, and I think the retailers kind of complained, and so they put out some retail boxes, but not a lot. I only hear stalling when I play you, Marcel. Oh, wow, Scotty.
Man, a lot of shots being fired out here.
Yeah. It's just going to carry over into the champs. We might have to keep you guys on separate sides of the room.
Yeah, I may just have to sit out and commentate and referee.
Yeah. Speaking of commentating, I'm going to post on the Facebook page here soon, and maybe I'll do it in the Discord too, because I know how to do that now. We need some people to sign up who might want to be a commentator or a judge if you don't qualify to play on Saturday. I know a lot of people are going to want to play in the tournament for the rest of us on Saturday also. But if anybody would like to sit out that one and be a commentator or a judge.
Do you expect to qualify with Deathlock?
I'm not going to play Deathlock.
Huh?
You told me I wasn't
Oh,
allowed.
that's true. And I said no Henry Pym, too.
You did. Okay. We'll see how that goes. But I don't know. That's a tough competition.
Yeah.
Those 16 players on the list to show up with the Deathlock deck and still qualify. That'd be funny. But you told me I can't, so I won't.
So no Deathlock?
Not unless you build it. If you build a Deathlock deck, maybe I'll play it.
It definitely will have a KO event in it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, it'd definitely be a KO event. Ricky says, other than the Hollows, Beyonders, some X-Men and Image. What? Oh, I missed something. Top 5 hardest cards to collect, not classic inserts. Top 5 hardest cards to collect.
It's got to be the Hollows, right?
Well, yeah.
Or is that just one?
I don't know, Marcel. I think you got to count out the accidental inserts and the Hollows. And then after that,
Then it's things like Beyonder.
the Beyonder's the hardest. And maybe A next. And Devour Worlds. They were like,
They're all tough.
yeah.
And Power Leech.
Power Leech was incredibly hard. He was one every 2 or 3 boxes, if I remember right.
And I don't know if you're counting Deal with the Devil type stuff, but yeah.
Oh, the DC. Yeah, that was impossible to. I don't even know. Was that a magazine?
Yeah.
That was probably a magazine that nobody bought. A
I
true
would say-
champ would play Deathlock and Henry Pym. Thank you, Ricky. That's what I keep telling them.
The other one, I would think the Hideout Discovered would be up in there.
Oh,
The event.
you know what?
That was a giveaway at Gen Con.
Yes, and Sheer. He had stacks of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know how. Maybe he got them all at the end of the weekend. I don't know. He had a lot of them. They were hard to get outside of that, but I didn't have a problem getting them because I traded with him. I think was it World Philly, and got them. Captain. All right, Ken says, Doug, do you know if the DC Batman Hall series cards were released in 1995?
I don't think they were that early, were they?
I-
96.
Yeah, I would think 96. Yep, that's what he says. Yep, it's from 96. There are only 2 boxes of Batman Hollow series on eBay. One is priced at $625, the other at $1,000 with the shipping. And they are not worth that. They don't sell for those prices. You can get them cheaper if you really want to, but the odds are you'd be better off just buying the Hollow Heroes.
Yeah, and if you don't pull a Hollow Hero,
It's crap.
Yeah.
There's nothing. And if you pull a Hollow Hero, you're probably still not going to get your box price back.
no.
Especially at those prices.
You're going to get a Commissioner Gordon or Two-Face, probably.
Yeah, finite
Ra's
power.
al Ghul.
Howard, finite power is not hard to get, buddy. Yeah, that's why the smiley face, huh?
It's hard if you didn't attend Nationals, probably.
Well, that's true. I mean, they were everywhere. They just laying out on the tables. You can grab as many as you wanted. They aren't, Michael. I agree. They're not worth that. There's no way to get your money's worth out of them. And now, if the Catwoman's down to under $250, what do the Batman sell for? About that?
No, I think
Maybe.
they're in the 150s.
One, yeah. So basically, you don't want to pay more than that for a box. And I would recommend you try and buy a retail box. I know that's probably the one that's $1,000. The last I looked, there's a guy who had a retail box and he wanted $800 or $900. You'll never get that. Larry's coming in. Yeah, Cap. I mean, they're hard to find. if you just want to collect a sealed box, they're very hard to find.
Yeah, that's the other thing. He said that when you open them, they're kind of stuck together, so you can damage them.
Yes, especially if they were
Or
not stored
scratched 'em.
correctly.
Yeah.
All right, Larry, he's coming with the hard-to-get ones. The Beyonder, AC, Deal with the Devil. I think he meant DC there, didn't he?
Yeah, probably.
Malabolgia character, Velocity, Speed Through,
One-man army.
Grifter, Nerves of Steel.
The one-man army for
Oh,
overkill.
yeah. Velocity, Speed Through. There was one of those in that Overpower listing on eBay that sold. That was the
Yeah,
only
there
thing
was.
that made me want to even kind of think about getting it.
Yeah, I got 7 of them. I was trying to get 9 so I could put them in a.
Yeah, take up a whole sheet.
Yeah.
Phil
Couldn't-
Gafford
couldn't do
just,
it.
he's just laughing at you. He says, that all you got? I guess it was the only genius with that idea. Yeah, hollow heroes still in packs will likely be stuck together and slightly damaged when you open them. I don't know. We opened a box on stream a while back,
Yeah.
and they weren't really stuck together, but it's very possible because if they kept them extreme heat or extreme cold, they probably are sticking together.
Yeah, they always seem to have like these faint scratches on them too.
Back then, the card manufacturers never thought about how these cards would be stored for 20 or 30 years. They expected you to buy them and open them
Right away.
right away. So they shoot that clear coat over them, and when that clear coat would get warm, it could make a pack of brick. And it happens a lot of time in sports cards. So, what about those inverted multis? Ranking of those didn't. They're fine.
I think that was just like a Power Surge in an original one. I think.
Yeah, they're not hard to get, so I don't know why he threw them in unless he just
No, just they're unique.
they're different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think either one's hard to get, right?
No, not even the 8 intellects. I think one was the Malabolgia or whatever. Out of Image, which was really common.
Well,
No, the Dracula and Doom were hard.
yeah, but even the intellect out of Image, you don't have Image cards.
Yeah, the
you
5
need
multis.
that.
Oh, that's another super rare one.
Yeah, the 5 multi. Oh my
Yeah, that
gosh,
was
yes.
very, very rare.
Yep.
That might be the hardest out of Image to get.
The hardest.
I think
I
so.
think for sure.
Yeah, I think it's harder than the Speed Through and the one-man armies.
Yeah. Back in the day, it seemed like that was popping up every 3 or 4 boxes. The 5 multi,
Yeah, it was very tough.
and everything else was like you had a 50-50
One every other
chance.
box.
Yeah. But I think Ricky's just.
And then I can tell you the Spider-Man out of IQ is super rare.
It's hard to get.
Yeah.
Scott says the Silver Ponytail Namor special. You know,
Yeah, you had that with the Mr. Sinister, the silver hair Sinister.
yeah, they're incredibly hard to get. I don't know that I've ever had them, but I had so many of them that I just
Didn't look.
didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
Off to a a la carte dinner. Until next time, community, hope all you're practicing because you'll need it. Thanks, Marcel. Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
Have a
We'll
good
see you
night.
soon.
Enjoy your vacation.
Yeah. Safe travels. See you home.
I wouldn't drink much more though. You're kind of starting to talk a little
You're
delirious.
slurring your letters. What's unique about those 2 multis? Nothing unique. It's just that they reverse the negative from one set to the next. Icons out of order. Yeah, they flipped the negative is all it was. Iron Man's facing
Yeah, right and left.
right and left.
Yeah.
AC is any character. Oh, I got you. Deal with any character. DC, deal with the devil is what Larry meant.
Yeah.
One man
Yeah. So
army is
anything.
harder to get than nerves.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's harder than the Speed Through.
Tiffany 5 should also be a top 5.
Yeah, that's the super rare one.
Yep. And I don't know, A-Next and Devour Wars were both hard to get.
Yeah, they were typically you got one
But-
or the other. out of
But
the box.
there was so much more Marvel product
Right.
than Image that
Although they said there was less than 5,000 boxes of X-Men and Image.
what?
Yep.
X-Men was that short printed?
Hmm.
Who said that?
I've read it in
Oh.
various places online.
Okay. I hadn't heard that before. That's not very many boxes.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder how many boxes BMG's gonna make. Read my long shot power card comment above. Powers. I missed that too. I didn't see a long shot power card comment.
Too many fingers on them, you said?
Oh, I think, yep, I know they changed a couple of power cards and power surge. Like zoomed out on the long shot to cover up their mistake of drawing too many fingers on him. I didn't know that. Or if I did, I'd forgotten. I have to check that out.
I've never noticed that either. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I'll have to look.
What's he have, 4 fingers? Or
5, 6, 7. It was AI art.
Whatever he needed.
Classic Image and X-Men had short runs.
Yeah, the Professor X was really rare too. The Starjammers 8.
Yeah, that was hard to get
The Heroes
because
for
I always
Hire.
wanted them.
Yeah, the Shadow Cat and the Heroes for Hire are very tough.
AOA, yeah. A lot of that stuff is though. A lot of the classic, and even the common stuff's not all that common because, like you said, they didn't make that many boxes.
Right.
It would be good if they would have made more. He only has 4 fingers, Michael says.
That's what I thought.
Wow.
I only got 4 fingers on the thumb.
You should have 4, but they put 5 on the card. Oh. In
Yes,
the
I think he
comics,
has.
he only
I
has
think
4?
he has 3 fingers on the thumb. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I didn't notice that they had zoomed in.
So what about as far as playability? It was Marvel as well, right?
Yeah.
In your books, besides the Spawn.
Yeah. I can't. I don't know. I'm so curious what BMG's found, what property, since they can't get Marvel or DC yet. And I have no clue.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's affiliated with Marvel, at least.
I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. Gargoyles?
Thundercats.
You know, I can't wait to see. I'll be glad when they finally are able to make the announcement. I can't imagine what it could be.
WWE. Hulk Hogan versus Hulk.
No. No. Muppets. No, Howard, not the Muppets.
Fonzie's pretty tough.
Oh, man. Kermit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kermit would be what, an 8 fighting?
Absolutely. 8 intellect, deal with Miss Piggy.
Yeah, maybe she'd be the 8 fighting. I can't wait to see what they come up with. But I also can't wait for them to get the Marvel license. So whatever they come up with has got to lead into Marvel. No, Ricky, you cannot have Care Bears. Sorry, Ricky. Whatever it is, it's got to eventually lead to the Marvel license because Marvel is everything. No, I have no clue what they're doing, Captain. I can't wait to see what they come up with. I know they've played around with some public domain characters, but I don't think that's what they're going to launch with. And I don't think they even want to do public domain characters at any point. Although, from the feedback in a couple of our episodes, I think the players would buy
I think it would sell, yeah.
Yeah, they really liked them.
They came up with the right ones.
Right.
I mean,
It would be hard.
Come up with like Hercules and
Michael says, okay, Phil, if you want to be pedantic about it, yes, he has 3 fingers and a thumb. Okay. I hadn't heard that the first BMG set would definitely not be Marvel or DC. Oh, I see what you're saying.
it could be DC, I guess.
Well, the rumor I heard was that Marvel and DC told them not yet. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but that's the rumor that I heard. So I don't expect Marvel or DC in this first set. Steamboat Willie is now public domain. He is, but there's a lot of,
Who's that? Mickey Mouse?
yeah. You can only use him, and public domain gets tricky. So nothing is really as it seems. They just don't want to lead you with public domain, to lead with public domain, I'm thinking. Ricky, I kind of agree with that, but I also kind of think they don't really want to do public domain. Because even though they're in the public domain, there are still some rights out there that they got to work around. And, I mean, I just can't see them putting a lot of these public domain characters in a set. It'd be fun. I would love it. But I'd also like to see just some pulp heroes that aren't in the public domain. There's a lot of stuff out there, so I can't wait to see what they come up with. It'll be exciting, and it's got to be coming sometime this year. I mean, if they're starting to do some play testing and getting ready, I'm excited. I can't wait to see. Marvel's going to be really tough. Next year they're coming out with the Marvel Magic. How do you compete with that? They won't compete with Magic, but they can definitely license them both at the same time.
Yeah, it's a win-win for Marvel.
Right. You could have those two properties. Magic will not be.
It may actually boost the sales, you know.
Yeah. But the Marvel and the Magic universe is not going to be exclusive in any way. So the Marvel characters will play in the Magic universe. So they could definitely do them both. What's Marvel MTG? Magic the Gathering is going to have a Marvel set. Magic right now does what they call Universes Beyond, which so far has always been a one-shot. They did Doctor Who, they did Warhammer, Lord of the Rings, and they got Fallout coming. So Marvel, we're thinking, they haven't really confirmed it, that it'll be in the Universes Beyond, and it'll be a one-time thing. But there's no reason why it couldn't be an annual thing.
Have a good night, Larry.
All right, Larry's out. All right, Larry, we'll talk to you later. I wouldn't be surprised to see it as an annual thing. A lot of guys are talking about buying Magic just for the Marvel cards. I'll be curious to see if it's a strictly Marvel. Every card in the set will be a Marvel. Sometimes they'll reprint Magic cards just with context of the Marvel or the new characters. Which do I buy? Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about the Magic the Gathering Marvel set already, and all they've done is announce that it's coming. We don't know pricing. We got an idea. It's like the Universe Beyond stuff, but we'll see what they do with that. I honestly don't think it'll hamper BMG from getting a Marvel license.
No, I don't either.
There are a lot of other things that would stop that before the Magic. So we'll see. I'm excited. If they get a Marvel license, it'll be huge.
So we're less than 20 days away from Champ of Champs?
Holy cow. Yeah. 20 days from now, it'll be over.
It'll be over. It'll be Sunday.
Yeah. All right. I hope you guys are coming. Michael, you coming? You going to go from Maui to Columbus?
Yeah, come on, let us know, Michael.
Yeah. I'd like to get you off the FOMO list. Justin, teams are going to stick it to Hasbro and buy Overpower. Teams are going to. I think they'd buy them both. We get so many people come into the store saying they wish we had a good superhero card game. So I don't know why they don't have one. They've tried a couple of them since Overpower, and none of them have done anything. Hopefully they can turn it around and BMG can get a Marvel license and we can sell a superhero card game in the store again. Hey, one thing that came up on the Facebook group chat is Dragon Shields. Guys talking about using Dragon Shields, using the duals or the base Dragon Shield, classic or matte. We only carry matte, but we do carry the duals. So if you guys are wondering, that's the best seller in our store. It far outsells everything else. We kind of quit carrying the Ultra Pro cheap deck protectors because if you play a lot, they don't last at all. So we stopped carrying those. We only carry Dragon Shields. So if you're looking for a good sleeve for your cards, I know it kind of seems like they're a little more expensive, but they last forever, and you get 100 of them in a box. So if one does split, you just replace it.
Michael, you don't have to be a champion. You can come and compete in the Friday night qualifier, or you can play in a Saturday fun event.
Yeah, the qualifier, it'll be a fun event, whether you qualify or not. If you want to come and play, there's a lot of guys that are really good. There's a lot of guys that are just coming to have some fun. And I think there's going to be a few guys, I'm hoping anyways, that show up Saturday just to play on Saturday's event.
I think there will be. They're already going to be here.
Yeah, well, I think there's some guys that are coming in just for Saturday.
Oh, just for Saturday.
Yeah, there's a couple guys said they might. We'll see. Marvel Champions is a good superhero card game. You know, I don't know anybody that plays it, and we never get asked for it. We don't carry it. So, sorry, Captain, I don't think that counts. It might be fun, and from what I heard, it is a fun game, but nobody's playing it. And it could be just because nobody's in our store pushing it. Maybe, I don't know, but it doesn't, nobody asked us for it. But we're looking at the Champ of Champs with, we got 5 sponsors now. Is that 5? Jets, Liquid Death, Heroes and Games, Heinz Jewelers,
Flying Monkey.
and
And Larry.
the Flying Monkey, and Larry, and the channel. It's over 7. Got 7 sponsors. Look at us go. We're going big time. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. You and AJ are going to commentate on Friday, right?
Yeah.
All right. And maybe have a guest.
Yeah, I think
Commentator.
I think Tyler would like to join in.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe Phil Keffer, if he gets in early enough Friday.
Yeah, Phil, what time you plan on coming in Friday? Do you have a plan yet? You driving or flying?
He's flying in.
Oh, he's in Vermont now, right?
Yeah.
It'll be a long drive. Yeah. Yeah. So, my brother and his wife play Marvel Champions a lot. They've got, okay. Well, I'm sure it has a fan base somewhere because it's still being made. Yep, a lot of expansions. Some of them are hard to get, too, because they don't print a whole lot of them. So, hopefully, I'm hoping BMG gets the Marvel license quickly, and I think they will. They can have a big first set and show Marvel that guys are going to support it. Howard, you have a great week. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Talk to you next week. Oh,
Thanks,
next
Howard.
week. Josh Alexander's supposed to be here next week. Going to give some basics about deck building and how to play the game. Should be fun. I got to figure out how to do that.
Deck Building 101.
Yeah, I got to make sure we got a good connection with them, so we don't get that feedback and everybody can hear everybody. I got to work on that this week, so I'll check that out. So, all right, guys, I think that's everything for this week. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great week.